I want you all to write down some observations. Observations are things that you can actually measure, quantitative. So think of smell, size, color, shape. And for size, don't put small, medium, or large. Put down an actual size estimate here. So I'm just going to walk around and you can observe, and we'll look real close. Observe all you want here.
It is. It's illegal.
And,
because you can only use Lego parts.
All right. I want you to have your 3 observations down. So I'm asking you to write 3 observations and then come up with a conclusion. In science, we are making observations the best we can and then coming up with a conclusion. So if you have your conclusion done for part 1, now we'll go to part 2. So for part 2, I'm going to do something else, and I want you to write down 2 new observations, and you might wish to adjust your conclusion. I don't think that's a candle. No. I wonder what the wick is. What in the world is that? So now, write down your 2 new observations, and you might need to adjust your conclusion.
Okay, go. Oh!
Good job!
Hey.
Oh, and just think if that was squirting red. Could you have more fun than that?
That's really tiring.
I have found that trying to discuss pH, the logarithmic concentration of hydrogen ions, was not always an easy concept to be talking about. And yet biological systems are so dependent on being at the right pH. Ask my recent aquarium disaster. So we thought that water was good and whatever, it was just too low of a pH coming out of the tap. Anyway, so I take this blue liquid, and they still don't trust me from the candle. This is a month later, but they still don't trust me. So I tell them, okay, so what are some things you could tell me about this? And of course, they're saying blue and liquid, whatever. And I show them how you just waft things over, and because it doesn't seem too bad, then I can, actually taste it. And you ham it up a great deal so that they finally are daring you to taste it. Say, yeah, we smell it. Okay, and I go, oh, smells wonderful and whatever, and so then they're finally egging me on to taste it and whatever, and so I'll finally, take it, go, it tastes really good. It's delicious, or whatever, and they're going. So anyway, we talk about what are some things you could do to change it. So we've got a blue and we've got yellow. And every elementary school student knows what happens when you mix the 2. Green. So when you get the nice pink, smells even better. What do you think? Should I taste it? Sure. And I usually make them have to double dog dare me or whatever to taste it again.
Oh my goodness.
And so always, oh, this is much better. They're going, I don't know about this. So we put the clear liquid in, and it goes green. So we don't taste it anymore. In biology, we like green or whatever, but anyway. So we want to use cheap things, and as you all see, we think humor helps a great deal. You have it at a neutral pH. This juice is a pH indicator. It's quite blue when it's neutral. So stress with them, and I put it in bold-faced type. We don't taste anymore. But you can go back and forth. You could pour some more lemon juice in here again and get it pink again. Oh. And so you could have, this is cheap enough, they could be doing this with paper cups or plastic cups at their own lab station or at their desk or whatever. It starts to fall apart after a very short number of times here. Okay, you all hear about the master molecule of your body. How can I find the master molecule of the universe? Spit in a cup. So I have some water here for you, some salt water. That would be the brown pitcher that's in there. Do you see a cup in front of you that says salt water? Okay, we're going to fill these up here. And then you have a cup here that says gargle water. You want salt water to just about where that line is. Okay. Okay? And as soon as you get that water, go ahead and put it in your mouth and start gargling. It is 1 tablespoon of water in every 500 mils.
1 tablespoon of water.
It's on the direction sheet.
Oh, okay.
It's not real salty. So once you get your gargle size,
How long do we gargle?
no. Okay, you're going to gargle for about 2 minutes. You're going to gargle. You want to squish it in the back of your teeth, or you don't let it run out your mouth.
Where are we going to spit it in?
And you're going to spit it back in the gargle cup. If you look around, there should be a small plastic cup that says detergent. This is diluted detergent, and you should have a little white plastic dropper. Once you're done gargling and you have spit it back into the glass, then you're going to take a couple of drops of this detergent and put it in the gargle water spit. Don't shake it to make bubbles and foamy. Just kind of swirl it to mix it here. A cell membrane is a bilipid layer. It's got 2 layers of fat with some protein studded in between. This detergent, Dawn, is going to break down, it's going to dissolve those membranes. Now you take this cup here of the alcohol, which is just regular rubbing alcohol with food coloring in it. There's nothing magical about the blue, it just helps make the DNA show up. Just pour about a half of this down the side so it layers on the top. So it just kind of layers, okay? Now just wait for just a little bit. And you should see some little white, maybe 3 minutes or so, white clumps will show up in the blue. When the little white clumps show up, that would be the master molecule, ladies and gentlemen, your DNA. DNA is soluble in water. It is not soluble in alcohol. So as soon as you pour that alcohol in and have this big surface area, you should precipitate out the DNA.
So I want to see if my boys are really.
There it is. There it is.
Oh my goodness! Look
She
at that.
did it.
Okay, do
Oh, good. Very good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Go to the page that has the chicken foot.